नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली व नुसल्लिमु अला सय्यिदिना व मौलाना मुहम्मदिन रसूलिहिन नबिय्यिल अमीनिल मकीनिल हनीनिल करीमिर रऊफिर रहीम। अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। इन्नद्दीन इंदल्लाहिल इस्लाम। सदक़ल्लाहु मौलानल अज़ीम। Honorable guests, leaders and representatives of various faiths, denominations and communities, particularly from the leading representative of the Christian brothers and the Jewish brothers and Hindu brothers and Buddhist brothers and representatives of all other faiths and communities and respectable gentlemen and ladies. This is indeed an opportunity of pleasure for me to be with you this evening. And I will be highly thankful to our brother Shahid Sunni and the American Muslim Council, their executive members and other Muslim brothers, ulama, scholars, leaders and representatives of different Muslim organizations, various mosques. It was, as Brother Shahid Sunni has already said, it was decided that this visit to America was just a private visit. And there was no room for any public gathering and any formal speech or address. It was decided. But our brothers of Houston, in spite of this decision and policy, they on their own arranged this very gracious gathering and meeting and invited such honorable and respectable leaders and representatives of various communities here. So all of a sudden, I changed my mind and I thought I should say a few words at this occasion. I would like to give a message today on the subject what Islam is, particularly in the context of present-day situation, where some of the Muslim ummah, some peoples, some leaders, some religious activists, they have gone astray. And they are finding justifications for violence. They are finding justification for militancy and they are trying to justify the terroristic activities against Muslims and non-Muslims everywhere. And they are attacking on civilians, non-combatants, innocent peoples. They are committing suicidal bombings. And all these militant and terroristic activities, these activities are being done, unfortunately, and wrongly in the name of Islam. So in this brief talk, I would like to say a few words for them and for all other Muslim brothers and sisters who are present here today, so that this message is conveyed and communicated to them as much as possible. And by this way, my brothers sitting my right and left, who are representing different religions, faiths, denominations, and communities all over the world. In fact, I took this decision in their honor, and they will also get at least a true picture, which unfortunately is not being presented to the world. Most of the people living in West, when they come across the media, so media is always, whether it is Eastern media or Western, whether this is a media of any Muslim country or any other non-Muslim country, media is always interested in news. And news are never created through peace. If any terroristic activity takes place against peace, which takes the lives of innocent people, if any attack takes place anywhere, which creates a lot of disturbance and destruction, so these kind of activities always create news. And media always find a good room for the news. That's why whenever anything is quoted, anything is presented on the media, particularly electronic media and print media too. So the people living in the Western world in connection of Islam, they only become aware of the terrorism, radicalism, extremism, and militancy. In spite of this fact, this kind of people, they do not represent even 1% of the Muslim Ummah. But since they have the guns and arms in their hands and bombs in their hands, so they matter. Armless people, if they are 1,000, so one person having explosive arm in his hand, he becomes more powerful, significant, and attention-attractive person instead of the peaceful people. Maybe there can be 1,000 there. Since they are creating nuisance and news, so they are on the media. So I would like to explain this concept, that what Islam is. The word Islam has its two uses. One is common use. The second is technical, specific use. When we say the word Islam in its common and